Welcome to part 2 of our Cunard Queen Victoria cruise to Amsterdam. We woke to a choppy North Sea and an early room service breakfast of coffee, juice, pastries and a full English. We then decided to get some fresh air and explore the upper decks. The weather was pretty cold and windy, and it was fairly quiet out there. Although one brave couple were playing tennis. From the front of the ship, we could see the Netherlands on the horizon. And as we kept wandering, we found the shuffleboard court, and the giant chess area. The pool lounges were all laid out with towels, which seems a little optimistic considering the weather, but they did look very nice. We then found a good spot to watch the approach into the North Sea Canal. First, we passed by some kite surfers. And then we passed this island, with what I assume are World War II defences. And also past the docked DFDS ferry. We have done that trip before as a 2-night mini cruise from Newcastle, and it was good fun. We then began the slow entry into the sea lock at Ijmiuden. Once we were fully in and the gates were closed, we went back inside for a wander around deck 2. We passed by the Britannia Club restaurant, which looks very nice. This is for cabin grades in between basic and Cunard grills. We then had a good look at the atrium at the beautiful Britannia main dining room. Before passing by the Queen's room, where there was a Zumba class ongoing. We took a seat in the Golden Lion, as we were planning to have a pub lunch. And we ordered a couple of pints. Cunard Red for me and Heineken for Suze. We ordered lunch, and when it arrived, it looked pretty good. I had beef and mushroom pudding, and Suze had mac and cheese. These were both really nice and extremely hot. After lunch, we carried on exploring, having a look around the small onboard casino, and then the shopping arcade, which was well decorated for Christmas. However, all the shops were closed as we were so close to land. We then decided on a lap of the prom deck. It's nice to have a full wraparound prom. And we really enjoyed walking around and having a good look at the sights on the way into Amsterdam city centre. If you're enjoying the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to our channel, as we really enjoy sharing our cruise content with as many people as possible. We passed Central Station. then passed by the cruise terminal, as the ship had to turn around upriver. So with our lap completed, we went back inside to get out of the cold. The grand atrium was now beautifully decorated for Christmas. In here, there's a really nice model of the ship. There's an area with communal jigsaws, a beautiful card room that we might well use on a longer cruise, and the very grand library that we definitely would. Which has a lovely seating area downstairs. There's also the ship's bell on this movable wooden stand. We were now approaching the cruise terminal from the other direction, this time to dock, so we went back outside to watch. We were docking much further up the jetty than we had previously, which was a surprise. The ship gracefully moved closer. And then we were docked. And the air bridge has been connected. So we went back inside to the chart room for a hot drink. Tea for Suze, and hot chocolate for me. After these, we headed off the ship. Along the walkway, where we had a really good view of the beautiful Queen Victoria. And got some nice pictures. The weather was wet and windy. Our plan was to take the free ferry across the river and take some photos of Queen Victoria on the other side. These ferries are great and extremely frequent. And we got a great view of the ship as we crossed. On the far side, we walked along until we were opposite the ship. The wind and rain were quite unpleasant now, not the best weather for taking photos. We then crossed back over. And went to the Central Station shopping arcade. As Suze wanted some things from Rituals. And then we headed back on board. If you want to see more of Amsterdam, we have a couple of videos on our channel from our stay there back in the summer. A quick cocktail to warm up in the chart room. Then we went and changed for dinner. And headed back to the Britannia dining room. We both started with the salt beef hash with crispy poached egg. Then we both had the duck consommé. Mains, I had the beef fillet, and Suze had vegetable strudel. For dessert, Suze had raspberry sorbet, and I had cheese and biscuits. This was once again a very nice meal. After dinner, we took the quaint little corridor on the lower deck of the theatre, in to watch the show, which tonight was a comedian. Cunard asked for no video or photos, but I can say we really enjoyed the show. It was good old-fashioned comedy and had a lot of the audience laughing. After this, we got a seat at the edge of the Queen's room to enjoy the band playing Motown classics. They were really good. However, it was also extremely loud where we were sat. So eventually, we moved on to the much quieter chart room for a nightcap.
Ooh, it smells interesting.
What's your verdict?
It's alright. It's shady.
And then headed to bed after another very enjoyable day on board. Thanks for watching.